Hello, everybody. Welcome to a power packed conversation with Girish Rauji on a pertinent topic adapting to the new normal with the help of technology. Hello, Girish.
Hi, Pooja.
Um, so, the first question is: how has technology aided communication and collaboration during remote working?
See, one of the major changes that has happened is this concept of office and what we do in the office. Earlier, what has got reiterated now is the concept of why we go to work or what do we do in the office. Earlier, it was all about our thought process was that we go there to do work, but now we have realized that it's not just about work. We go there to meet people, to interact, we socialize, we have water cooler conversations, we walk up to a desk and talk to someone. So what's happening now is when we have now started work from home, right? Or this teleworking kind of a model where not everybody is coming to work regularly. A lot of people have started realizing that many of these things that was part of their regular uh, job, right? It's not work. Work is not about going and doing some work every day. It's also a lot of other things. So a lot of this communication, collaboration, interaction, that is kind of missing because people are now isolated. They have started working from their homes or their hometowns. But HR technology has really adapted. It's really changed now. A lot of HR tools and technologies are now available that can mimic and that can aid in ensuring that these kinds of engagement levels continue. For example, HR technology today has a lot of chat platforms, right, integrated within the HR app itself. So a lot of conversations that I would turn back to my colleague and ask a particular query. I would want to know some things that's happening, or I would want to know what's happening in the other department. Many of these things can be now be mimicked. They can move online. Okay, so organizations, I mean, people can interact with each other. You don't have to schedule a Zoom meet to actually go and ask somebody, ki, how do we do this particular thing? So chat conversation, chat options are available. And see, the good thing is this all integrated within one app. You don't have to go and buy 20 other apps and implement them and then have a large IT maintenance. Another area where really a lot of work happens is in the form of a feeds module. So this is a kind of mimicking what's happening in, let's say, a Facebook or a WhatsApp. A timeline is now available. So organizations can use this extensively. Earlier, I would be walking past somebody, I would overhear a conversation, or I would know that somebody new has joined, or I know that some birthday celebration is happening somewhere. But this is missing, okay, when you're working from home. But what happens in a lot of these timelines and social, I mean, the feeds kind of a model is company events can continue to be posted there automatically. For example, it's somebody's birthday, you get a greeting card with the person's name. Somebody joins, you get a brief bio with the photo of the person, right? It's somebody's anniversary or it's somebody's confirmation. This information, let's take an example of a big win that sales has done. So the sales team just goes in on the feeds module and say, hey, look what we got this large order today. So if you look at engagement, engagement is a lot to do with how people relate to the company. Do they know what's happening around them? Or is it just you come to a 9 to 5 job, do your job, push your, do your reports and get back? But modules like this chat, social feeds, many of these things are now available. They are available at a fraction of the time and effort that you need to put in, right? And this is how a lot of technology has evolved. And this is on the cloud. You can get on it on day one. Okay, all you need to do is put your basic employee information and you're on. So that's how easy it's become. And many of the things that we are kind of missing today of going to office, all of us are desperate to go to office. I hear this in all town halls. I hear this in many conversations that we have with HR folks. People do want to come back, right? Because they miss many of these things. But at least until we don't know what the future holds, but until that time, a lot of these things could be done. But again, as we go forward, right? I mean, work from home is a new normal. Almost everybody will start working from home, at least for some part of their week or month. And I believe that platforms like this could be easily implemented. And that's where you can bring back a similar level of engagement, although you can't bring back everything, but you can definitely bring back a lot of engagement. And tools are available today. You can instantly start using them.
It is amazing, how digital is helping you not to be alone, and it's such a great platform to celebrate, like you mentioned, birthdays and things like that. So, also tell me, Girish, what about digital tools such as payroll software and employee self service? How are they enhancing employee engagement in the new normal?
So very, good question. See, until very recently, HR payroll were typically seen as back-end operations, right? It was something that the payroll person did, or HR did some work and only came back during an appraisal letter or during uh, hopefully not a termination. But it was only the points of interaction were very limited. Even today, a large part of enterprises use on-premise or Excels to manage their HR and payroll operations. But with the COVID situation, what's happening is communication and the employee engagement on the whole thing, right? Because employees ultimately are a large stakeholder. They are the main stakeholder, and you need to get this out to the employees. So what's happening now is now tools and technologies are available that can take this entire data and the entire HR ops and processes to the employees, right? For example, if you want to declare your income tax, you want to look at how your income tax looks like, right? So you don't have to wait for your payslip to come, right? You open your mobile app, you click a button, you see what the payslip looks like. You say, okay, I've changed house, I want to put some house rent. What will be my tax like, right? All this is now available online, right? And this is where the entire adoption and entire journey is happening. See, what has happened with COVID is this journey has kind of fast forwarded by almost a year to 2 years now, right? What organizations were thinking that it's okay, let's do it, right? It's a nice thing to do, has now suddenly looked, if you look back at it, it looks like you need to do it instantly, because employees have queries. Earlier, they would just walk up to somebody, they would just meet the payroll guy, they would say hi and ask a few questions. But today, that's no longer there, right? You even have online ticketing systems. Okay, you'll raise a ticket, somebody from the HR or payroll department will come back to you, right? Or for example, attendance, right? You don't know today who's working, because earlier you would be in the office, you would see your team in front of you, you know how they're, whether they have come in or not. But today, what's happening is HR technology is available where you can do a GPS based attendance. You can do a web sign in, sign out. You can do what we call as a geofencing. So you can open your mobile app, take a selfie, it will do a facial recognition, and it will tell the manager how many people have come in today. So these kinds of things are really useful, right? And technology is significantly evolved. So it's evolved in terms of managing HR operations. It's evolved in terms of being able to manage attendance of employees. It's evolved to be able to get data out to employees, right? Which was once a back-end operation sitting only with HR. So if you wanted a leave balance, there are still some systems where everything is maintained in Excel. If you want to know how many leave balance you have to wait for your payslip, or you have to call up HR. But with new technology, all of this is available either on your desktop or on your mobile app. So this is where the acceleration is happening. This is where HR tools and HR technology is really aiding organizations to bringing this, amalgamating both the backend operation and the employee requirements, right? And this is what is really helping move. And COVID has actually accelerated. Now, one of the positive things of the whole COVID thing is this entire digital adoption has moved significantly accelerated. See, for example, we sell to a number of small businesses, especially in tier one and in tier two cities. The amount of interest that's coming in from organizations in tier two cities is kind of doubled up for us, right? Even though it's COVID time, even though we think that the economy is going down, was down, and of course, thankfully, it's now on the trajectory up. We see significant interest coming in. So we believe, HR tools are available, and a lot of work that was happening in the back end with organizations are now adopting this and moving it to mainstream.
Excellent, Girish. I think with information at the fingertips has really changed the dynamics of workplace, empowered employees to a great extent. So, Girish, what about the dilemma between financial wellness and emotional wellness? What is that employees today are looking for? Is it financial wellness or emotional wellness?
A view on that is initially there was a shock, right? And suddenly offices closed. Everybody were apprehensive. There was doomsday scenarios. 25% degrowth, and economy will shrink. And the initial shock was all about finance. It was about money, and people were desperate to ensure that financial stability and financial wellness was maintained. I think that was the initial days of the whole thing. So people went all out to ensure that they were able to be retained there. They were able to make sure that that was not the problem. So significant adjustments were made. Physical, people put in long work hours. The emotional side was completely ignored. There was no kind of boundary between work. As you saw, productivity significantly improved because people just dropped everything and went behind doing the work and putting in the large number of hours. So I think initially it was all about the financial wellness piece. But now with this significantly, going on for a significant amount of time, the effects of this kind of excess uh, attention being paid towards the job, the work, ignoring almost everything else. Many of these things are, kind of coming back to bite us, to be putting it a little this thing. But the point now is people are slowly realizing, okay, that we need to do with the Damocles sword kind of thing no longer hanging and saying that there will be a job loss, there will be a financial problem. Many of these things are surfacing. People would want to go back to office. They feel that there has to be some kind of a boundary between the kind of amount of time of work that they do. They also need to take a break in terms of the larger interests of their own and their families. And people are kind of cooped up in the house most of the time. So I think the journey is now happening where after this, that, okay, it's not going to be as bad as you visualize. The emotional part and the well-being part is being looked at. So there's a lot of engagement happening. We are seeing a lot of progressive HR taking up work in terms of saying, how do we engage employees? They're seeing emotional wellness also as a key item. They're bringing in help. They can bring in engagement programs. They're trying to do breaks. And also, this is not being seen as a one-off case. Right now, if many people are continuing to work from home, engagement or any other activities or processes that need to be done, a lot of HR departments are continuing to now do it on a more full-fledged manner. It's now become part of what was on the fringes of the HR function is now slowly moving into the mainstream. That's my view on how this thing is progressing.
I totally agree. And mental health has become very, everybody is very aware about it. And it is the need of the hour.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Girish, for speaking to us. Your passion really comes through your words. It was great to have you. Thank you so much from the entire ETHR World team.
Appreciate it. Okay. Thanks to Times Internet for organizing the event.